Welcome to another exciting episode of the Trap Nerds Podcast.
We in this piece, man.
We got some very special guests here, guys. We've heard so much about it. It's been promoted all across social media, and it's a very good comic book series coming out called Illuminati. And we're sitting down right now with the creators, a couple other creators of it, Axel and Dennis. How you guys doing? Everybody doing great?
Good, yes, sir.
Good. Like I said, it's great to have you guys here, especially Dennis. Cowan, we just said this before it started. You're a legend. Milestone Media, and then
stop dick riding, nigga. Stop dick riding.
Here it is.
So, basically, just want to just ask, like, how was the process with the comic book and the creation and everything, and what are y'all looking forward to seeing as it's been released and everything?
I'm the chief creative officer of the publisher AWA Studios, and we were talking with Charlemagne the God, who is interested in promoting and supporting Black creators in the comic book space. He's a big fan of comic books, and he wanted to get behind and promote worthy projects. And I said, I've got a pitch in from Brian Edward Hill called Illuminati, which is amazing. It's dealing with the most kind of enduring urban legends of our day, the Black Illuminati. You want to read it? He said, for sure. He read it. He loved the pitch. He was in, automatically want to get behind the project. I called up Dennis. I said, I've got this amazing project. I'd love you to get on board. What do you think? He read the pitch and loved it as well. So I had my creative team at that point, and then Dennis brought in Bill, his longtime collaborator and inker, to come in as our inker. So we had our team. Brian is a writer, Dennis is a penciler, and Bill is the inker. It's an amazing story. It's about a young woman who travels to Los Angeles after the mysterious death of her sister, who's a rising hip-hop star. The woman does not believe her sister died from suicide. So she looks into what happened, and she uncovers a really, really, really corrupt, deep conspiracy buried in Hollywood.
So this is like a Hollywood murder mystery kind of thing going.
It's pulled from the headlines, again.
Right.
We announced the project the day Diddy was arrested, which is kind of fortuitous.
Great, that's great timing.
Great
timing.
And that
You
does
have nothing
not
to do with that.
that does not prove the existence of Illuminati at all. That there are coincidences that happen.
Yeah.
So we just accept those things. Axel called me. Axel's my former boss at Marvel. So when he was running Marvel, I used to do stuff for him whenever he'd ask. Of course, Axel's my guy. So when he called and pitched me this thing, he started telling me, oh yeah, it's a project from Brian Edward Hill, and we really want you to do it. And at the time, he said, it's called Black Illuminati. And I said, I'm in.
You had me right there.
I don't think I hesitated, because it was one of those things where I heard the title and I'm like, I don't know what this is, but whatever it is, I just need to be involved. It
sounds provocative.
It did.
It has some
pull
for sure.
He had me from hello. So after I actually read the thing, I really actually did commit to doing it. And I called Bill, and I thought it would be a great project. Axel wanted Bill from the beginning, and we always loved working with Bill. He's one of my best friends and a great collaborator with me. So when I called him, all I said to him was, hey, Black Illuminati. And he said, I'm in, just like that. So that's really how it happened. It was that easy.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
Speaking about the art style,
Yes,
where
sir.
did the inspiration for the art style come from? Where did y'all get that from?
Well, it's my style.
I was going to say, it's like his style, right?
Yeah.
It's just how
lines up.
It's just how I draw. I try to adjust my style to whatever subject matter is at hand. Storytelling is a little different. The subject matter is different. This is dealing with the supernatural and horror and, LA at night. So,
the
adjust,
noir.
Yeah, you adjust your art a little bit for that. But my style is my style. It wasn't like I changed it radically for this.
Yeah, this is not a superhero book. This is a supernatural mystery thriller.
So there are no big muscles in it. There's no people flying around, nothing like that.
It's like real grounded and gritty.
Yeah.
It's really, really grounded in reality. That's
Oh,
what
okay.
I'm dealing with Illuminati.
Shit, because I'm just looking at a couple pictures like, Jesus.
So both of y'all Dennis, you have your affiliation with DC Comics.
Yes.
Axel, you have affiliations with Marvel. But I gotta ask y'all, which one's y'all favorite, Marvel or DC?
God.
You asked him to pick a favorite child.
You asking me what? Pick a favorite kid?
Yes.
I got to go with Marvel because it got Black Panther and Shang-Chi. So I'll go Black Panther.
I have to go with DC because, they published Milestone. So
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, okay.
Hey, you got it's
That's fair.
not finna fuck that money up.
Nope. No,
Actually, I gotta ask, what work did you do for Marvel before you started on doing Illuminati and
it was
everything?
the
I was editor in chief. I had Stan Lee's job.
Okay.
Yes, among other things, I was there. One of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to diversify the creators and the audience.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, I wasn't about the fanboys that existed. I wanted to go to the larger audience. So it was all about trying to diversify the creators and the characters. I got behind characters like Black Panther back in 2000 when no one gave a shit about him in publishing. Reggie Hudlin, our mutual friend, Dennis and my mutual friend, he wrote it for 6 years for me.
Yes.
And then also I did the hip hop variants at Marvel. The hip hop variants where we did homages to all the hip hop album covers.
I
Spanned
redid.
30
That was
years.
fine. I remember
I did
that.
the Liquid Swords cover.
Liquid
so
Swords, yeah.
I redid the Liquid Swords cover.
Yeah. Hey, Dennis, I didn't tell you this. I was in Koreatown in Queens. I swear to God. I saw a 70-year-old Korean man wearing a bootleg Liquid Swords Marvel variant of your cover.
No,
I swear to God.
Iron Man and like what?
A bootleg of yours. Of your
That's when
Liquid
you.
Swords.
That's when you
Yeah.
know you made it. When your
Yeah.
stuff gets
It wasn't even
bootlegged.
Liquid Swords. It was Liquid-
It was a copy of the. It was a Marvel copy of Liquid Sword.
yeah.
That is so sick. That is so next level.
That is greatness.
And
Yeah,
this
you
is
really are a legend now. You
grandfather.
getting bootleg stuff.
I
Yeah.
can't. I'd like to have that shirt.
I got another question for Dennis that I always wonder. How long, because I know it's got to take a long time, how long does drawing all this stuff take? How long does it take you to finish like a whole comic of drawing? It must be a long time,
Really,
man. I always wondered this.
Or a whole book.
A whole book. How long does that take?
Well, usually about 3 weeks to a month.
Oh my God.
Usually about 3 weeks to a month.
You know, it's a lot
one
shorter
week-
than what I
one
expected.
week of- yeah, it's 1 week of laying it out. Like I do small thumbnails of all 20 pages or 22 pages or whatever it is. I give it to my assistant who helps me with the backgrounds and all that stuff, trying to decipher what I want. I give him reference. He gives it back to me. Now I have to start drawing. So it'll take me about 2.5 weeks. It'll take him about a week to do his thing, be about 2 weeks.
Dang.
To do mine, and then
Understand, you're talking to a pro there. Blue
Yeah.
collar, you know? Not everyone's got that attitude. Not everyone's got that attitude to put their head down and get the job done. A lot of people
Right.
But what it is that's how we were taught. You know,
Yeah.
It's like you got a certain amount of time, you allocate your time, you get it done.
You got to get it in.
So you commit like your full work day.
There are no excuses. There's no nothing. Just hand the fucking thing in when you say you are, and
Yeah.
then you keep going and try to cause your publisher as little hassle as possible.
Edward's best
Understandable.
friend there. Edward's best friend is that attitude, you know?
So,
I'm
Dennis, I got an outside question about another milestone question for you. Because right now DC is having this huge takeover, like this huge redo what they're doing with a lot of stuff with the with the DCU and everything. I always wanted to see some more milestone characters in the cinematic universes, especially Icon, especially Static Shock. What's your thoughts on? Would you want to see a lot more of your characters? Of course you would, but what's your thoughts on them? Like, do you think that'll maybe happen in the future, or is that something that you are ready to see with the characters?
We have to see what happens. I mean, for me, an Icon and Rocket movie would be everything.
I've said this. You read them on my.
Yeah.
They have such good chemistry.
It's Superman and Robin.
Yes.
You know?
Low
It's like-
key.
It's like it'd be such a perfect movie. Reggie has a great take on it, and hopefully, one day someone will do it. I think Static would be a great live action thing. There was, we had a script done. There was all kinds of stuff, and then there was a big regime change at Warner Brothers.
Mhm.
So that just threw everything up in the air. And then the focus at Warner Brothers was on like their iconic superheroes: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, all that kind of stuff. So it's fine, it is what it is. You just get caught up in stuff. But the milestone characters, I think, deserve more of an opportunity to shine.
Yes.
And it's a gold mine that's just waiting to happen.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It's already happened with Static Shock in the 2000s.
Yeah.
If it was
Yes.
brought back today, it would be even bigger.
Yes, I remember the good old Static Shock days. I
It
remember
was
them
a
days.
simpler time. It was a simpler time.
That's right.
And you would think the executives at Warner would have paid attention to Black Panther and the sequel.
Well,
Because it survived.
as you know, any black success is looked on as an effing unicorn, never to be
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah.
We saw a unicorn in the forest, and we ain't never gonna see it again. And then they do another one. There was another unicorn in the forest.
You would think they have common sense, Axel, but it's DC we talking about. They cinematic
No
universes. I
Ugh.
just
It's
can't
not-
trust them.
It's not-
Just
it's
can't
not
trust
just
them.
DC. It's
Yeah. Because I like Batman, I like Superman, but I'm kind of tired because they keep just recycling the same stories.
Reinventing it. I know.
And DC has so much potential. I mean, they have so many more characters.
It's just like with the Black Panther. The person's having the big success is a person who breaks out of that pattern and does something like that. So whoever does Icon and Rocket, or whoever does that Static thing, is going to be huge.
Yes.
And that's going to be why, because, it's needed. And just like Black Panther and just like everything else like that, it'll be a phenomenon. They just have to get off and invest a little bit of money they want to invest in it to just let it happen.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that, because I really want to see Milestone some more, and then Rocket and Icon will be something perfect they could put out there.
Right.
It'll just be amazing. And then people have another black, because everybody's like Black Superman, like, no, Icon.
Icon.
We have the people right here.
Yeah. And the other Superman dude, no.
Yes, like leave Superman white.
We tired of the multiverse. We don't need this anymore.
Yes.
Nobody gets it anymore.
I got another question for Axel and Dennis. Y'all are in the comic business, the art business, and stuff like that. Do y'all, going back to y'all childhood, do y'all remember what got y'all interested in comics and art and things like that? Dennis, you go first. What got you interested in those things?
What got me interested in comics was I was in third grade and I had never seen a comic book before. And the guy I was sitting next to was a guy named Derek Dingle, who ended up founding Milestone with me. Because I was Dennis Cowan C, he was Derek Dingle D. They sat us next to one another, alphabetical order, like they used to do. So I'm sitting there, minding my own business, and Derek pulls out a copy of, I think it was Fantastic Four, featuring the Black Panther, the first appearance of the Black Panther. He pulled that out. He pulled out two more comics, the New Gods, two copies of the New Gods comics.
New Gods are my favorite as a kid. Yeah.
I lost my mind. It was 1971, right? 70, 71. I lost my mind. I had never seen anything like, I had never seen a comic book, and I had never seen anything like the pictures inside. I thought that I was doing something because I would watch a Superman TV show on TV, the black and white one with George Reeves. Yeah. I would draw my own Superman comics, but I didn't know I was doing comics. So I would just do the show, and I would draw a little box next to another little box. And I put Superman inside doing different things in sequential order. Nice. I had no idea what I was doing. And then Derek shows me this, and I'm like, oh.
There you go.
I'm making comics, damn.
Yes.
I'm already doing this.
And that's how I got in. That's how I started drawing.
Man. Axel?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. When I was a little boy, my grandma would pick me up after school. And so she would walk me home. And in order to keep me calm, she would buy me comic books. So I bought Black Panther, Luke Cage, Shang-Chi, Sergeant Rock, and New Gods. And New Gods. I love these books. Blew me away. And I, like Dennis said, I would sit down and draw comic books myself. Only I had no talent, so I didn't go that route. I loved it.
Are we going to see some more? Are we going to see Luke Cage coming back, you think? Because I'm mad it's gone. I want it back.
Talking about the show?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I don't know.
I like that show.
Yeah, that's what we say it every week. It was underrated. I liked that show, too.
It was.
Netflix did a pretty good job with their Marvel shows. I'm not going to lie. They did a good job.
They didn't mess up.
Yeah.
Punisher was
also
lit.
one of my favorite Marvel TV characters.
No, we didn't either.
Nobody like Iron Fist. Nobody like Iron Fist.
He did a much better job in the Defenders, though. He did
redeem himself a little bit in the Defenders.
I didn't see that. I didn't catch that.
You didn't see the Defenders?
Okay.
It's worth just a lot of fun.
Yes, it is.
It was nice. It was enjoyable.
But Netflix got rid of all the Marvel shows now, so it's sad.
It's on Disney Plus. Disney Plus is
right now. Yes, Daredevil is coming back early next year. I think that's when it's premiere. So
I thought it was Christmas.
It might be. It might be Christmas.
Probably pushed it back.
Do your research.
So I got a question for Axel.
Go ahead, Tony.
I know you started as a journalist, right? That's a
That's a real person. That's like a cartoon person, right?
Yeah. So what pushed you to pivot to like comic books?
Yeah, well, I saw an ad in the Times when I was a journalist that DC comic books were hiring. So I thought, what the F, I'll just send in my resume and see what happens. I get a call for an interview. I go in, and the editor who interviewed me, the late Lou Stathis, said, I wanted to meet you for a while. And I said, what? And he says, you wrote an article for the Daily News I read. Loved it. I wrote an article about the use of the cannabis leaf in hip-hop and pop culture. And I interviewed a lot of people.
You have my attention. Touche.
I interviewed a lot of people.
Going.
I got you. Two of the people I interviewed were the head of the DEA for law enforcement law, and the other one was the editor-in-chief of High Times magazine. And they both were really extreme. They both seemed kind of silly. What happened was that Lou said, that motherfucker who he stole my girlfriend. You didn't look an
So
asshole.
this is-
Yeah, he said, you're hired. You're hired. So I got hired because I wrote an article in which I made a guy look bad who stole the editor's girlfriend.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then I stayed at Vertigo. I was at Vertigo for a few years, had some success, and the Marvel came to me in 2000 and offered me a job. And I said, I don't want to work at Marvel. I don't like superheroes. And they said, we want you more now.
Okay,
So
so they were,
my attitude was I like the characters as genres.
uh-huh.
Right.
I thought, Hulk is about anger management, he's a monster. Thor's a fantasy book. Captain America is about politics and the American flag. I
Mhm.
mean, Black Captain America 2000 almost got me killed, The world was not ready for that. I did
Understandable.
Isaiah Bradley's
Really?
Black Captain
We're
America,
not ready for that.
Bob Morales and Kyle Becker. I got fucking death threats for that shit,
How
It was
dare
crazy.
you.
Bruh, it gets serious.
People were not ready for that. Or Miles Morales. They were not ready,
But yeah, Miles Morales, I know now, because Miles Morales is another one of my favorite new Marvel heroes. So much backlash.
Well, the backlash was insane. Yeah.
Insane backlash. Just,
And now
just
people like him more than
craziness.
Peter Parker,
Yeah, because I love. I mean,
it happens. The tides turn quick, don't it?
on a personal level, I love him more than Peter Parker because of all the stuff he does, and he's more powerful to me.
Miles Morales and that whole thing, to me, that was all inspired by Static. For real. It really was. And
Yeah, they got the same vibe and everything.
They do, yeah.
It was
Static
brilliant.
walk so Miles could run.
Brilliant. It was brilliant, and we loved it. And then they did the movies, and it was even more brilliant, and we loved it. But the thing was, nobody at Milestone, I've said this to Axel, nobody at Milestone, we couldn't get mad. Like, and I couldn't get mad at Miles Morales, the spectacular Spider-Man, being so much like Static, because Static was inspired by Spider-Man. We basically said, gee, what if like the whole high school getting bitten by a spider, being a nerd, not being accepted, being like a science geek and all that stuff came from Spider-Man.
Oh,
Wow.
man. I actually
we just
never
made- we
realized
just
that
made it
parallel.
We made it a black character and gave it, that kind of flavor informed by our experiences.
I didn't know that at all. That's
Yeah.
cool.
And it's crazy
Oh,
because
my
Miles
God.
used lightning
So
and
it was
shit
like
too now.
it was kind of everything flipped in on itself when Spectacular Spider-Man came out, because it was like, well, we can't say anything because it was
It's like, damn, we got them and then they got their lick back. That's crazy.
they had to get theirs back, and they did. But Static is still a great character. It still stands tall.
No doubt.
The ultimate movie would be a team up with those two. That
Yes.
Oh, that'd
Yeah,
be
for sure.
beautiful.
Yes.
epic minds, like
Yeah.
Like if they ever do one of them like random like DC Marvel crossover comic series again, that's probably never
would be
gonna
hot
fucking
too, baby.
happen.
Like
That
they
would-
gotta
That
throw
didn't happen.
hands.
They gotta meet each other and at least do the what it was on Predator, the son of a.
So we got one more question.
I got one more after this one. After
Okay,
you
you got one more. But back to Illuminati and y'all relationship with Charlemagne. How did y'all relationship with Charlemagne start? How did y'all come together on this project?
We reached out to Charlemagne a few years ago and realized he had an interest in getting into publishing. And we understood part of his mandate, his personal mandate. He wanted to get behind Black creators in a big way, and he loves comic books. So we said, look, let's work together. We want to work with you to do this. It's a priority for us. It's a priority for you. We're like minds. Let's work together. And then when we got to formally talking with him alone, that's when I realized I had to pitch from Brian. And I thought, Black Illuminati, he might like this, and he did. Easy as that. He's been a dream to work with.
Yeah.
He has just enough involvement to keep it real, and to make sure that it's on point. But he's not an intrusive, and he's not a control freak.
Yeah, I can attest to that. Working with him, we've been with him 4 years, almost 5 years.
Yeah, we making it.
Yep.
Making it, so it's been amazing. So yeah, we could also attest to that.
You should put a word in his ear that we too are also writers. Hey, tell him we have some ideas we'd like to bring. Just quick slide in, help.
This is my
we read it. I remember when I read it, I remember thinking at the time, wow, some of this stuff seems a little far-fetched. But this is a comic book, so, we can. And then come to find out, no, none of it was far-fetched. Not one thing
It's
we drew.
2024.
Not one thing I drew was far-fetched compared to everything that's come out now about.
Mhm.
When the last time you been to Florida?
I don't even remember.
Think about it.
Go back. I got
Exactly. Go
Yeah.
now. You'll
No.
see some things and hear some stuff.
No.
I usually end with these questions. These are my rapid fire questions.
Okay.
I have
Ah,
comic
shit.
book folks on here.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
First, chocolate or vanilla?
He start off basic.
That's very
He
basic.
starts
I have to
Chocolate or vanilla?
I'm going to be unpopular, but I like vanilla ice cream more than chocolate. But
I do like vanilla ice cream more than chocolate.
my people are like chocolate. No, I like
I'm a
it more
vanilla.
coffee.
Coffee.
I'm Spanish.
The person. Appreciate it.
All right, Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Batman.
Oh, here we go.
Fuck you, Baku.
I don't get
Yes.
it. I don't-
Eli is our resident Batman hater. He hates Batman.
Yeah, but I obviously I love Batman. That's
We got the win. We getting there. It's a good day now.
What are y'all thoughts on Free Willy?
Oh God.
Shut up. Like, what?
Well,
Ask another
I want
question.
to hear their thoughts.
Ask another question.
I think Free Willy is one of the best movies of all time. What are y'all thoughts on
No,
Free
you
Willy?
did not just bring it up in an
Yes, I
interview.
did. Yes, I did. What is it?
I haven't seen it.
Michael Madsen. Free
You
Willy.
never seen Free Willy?
I haven't seen it. Yeah, swear to God.
Not
I haven't seen it. Yeah.
It's not that.
Dogs. He's in that too, right? Isn't he in that too?
Show the fuck
Yes,
he
yes.
is.
Yes, he is in it.
Yeah. So
Madsen?
it's too extreme.
You remember the song Michael Jackson made the song about?
It's too
I
extreme.
forgot
So
which one it
Heard that.
was.
Axel, how old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
54. 55.
Okay.
55.
Okay.
55.
Okay.
The movie
It
is
makes
not
sense.
that.
It makes
the movie
sense.
is not that
It makes
popular,
sense.
guys.
Yeah, I'm an old man. I'm an old man, man.
It's
I'm an
a
old man.
90s kid thing. I understand. I
It's
get
not-
it.
he-
Elijah-
Baku puts
no,
Free
no,
Willy
Elijah's
on the
about
same
48.
level.
You know good well. Shut up, man. They can tell I ain't 48.
You know
Man.
what-
They know how I am.
Are you done with your rapid fire questions?
What? One last question for wrap
Please
this up.
don't let it be stupid.
One last question. If you could write or make any movie, comic book movie that you could think of, any comic book movie, past, present, future, whatever you want to do, what would you write or make, Axel?
We're talking about existing characters.
Existing characters.
Punisher for sure.
Punisher, okay.
Yeah.
Dennis?
We need a new
I would
Punisher.
do Icon Rocket.
Okay.
Yes.
I would do
Nice.
Icon Rocket. And then I would guest star.
Oh. Yes.
All right.
That just needs to be in the atmosphere. We need to mention that more because I really would love to see Icon and Rocket movie also.
Yes.
But honestly, I'd rather create something new myself.
Yeah.
I like creating stuff that's new, you know?
It is time for some new shit instead of just
Yes.
you know, I'm tired of the classic reboots. I'm tired of the Star Wars put a woman in it and make it gay tactic. We could deal with some new shit and it's probably gonna boom off the sole fact we just tired of everything getting rebooted right now.
We got this book called Illuminati. You should check that out.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Like the
That's why
Illuminati.
I can't wait. I order mine. I can't wait for it to come in. And I'm definitely gonna because I like doing comic book reviews, so I'm definitely gonna review it when
This
when
is
it
built
does
to
come in.
last. This is built to last too. The story is complete, but there's threads for more stories to be told. It's
Yep.
a franchise.
And shout out to breaking the goal, doubling the goal. Y'all had a 10K goal and y'all at 20K. Yeah.
Yes.
Again,
Shout
let's
out to
go.
y'all.
Making it. So people are supporting. So make sure y'all go to Kickstarter, look up the Illuminati, and go, check it out.
Yes.
Buy
please.
the book,
We
back the
appreciate
project.
support.
It looks
the
mad
campaign-
provocative.
And everyone, please get out there. Like Dre said, buy the book, support the project. The campaign ends October 22nd. And also, you can see these guys at New York Comic Con. When is that coming up? If you want to plug the dates, if y'all want to let the audience know, and also let them know your socials if you have them out there, please.
Oh, yeah. I'm at Dennis Cowan Art on Instagram, at Dennis Cowan Art on Instagram, Dennis Cowan Art on Facebook. You can find me.
I'm just Twitter, Axel Alonso Marv.
Okay.
AXELALONSOMARV. That's my only social. I don't do Facebook. I don't do anything like that. And I have an Instagram account just to check out basketball videos and my son, make sure he's still alive.
And also, in
Yeah.
closing, you can also check out you can check out the New York Comic Con panel October 18th at 3:45 p.m. It'll be the panel on Illuminati with these guys here, Axel and Dennis, who are also joined by the boss man, Charlemagne the God. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see more from the story, and I can't wait to see more from you guys. This is amazing to sit down with both of you, and dream come true.